Hi everyone, welcome to the latest podcast, Rising Truth, Life, Health and Conspiracy. Today I want to talk a little bit about hormones and something that all us girls and women go through. So hormones can be quite confusing for a lot of people and a lot of women, especially because during the month, we've always got this up and down. So, we've got PMS and sometimes even when women are going through PMS, they're not even realizing that it's PMS. They're not sure even what PMS is or, why am I just feeling so low and depressed right now? So it can be very confusing. So it's really good to have your calendar so that you can actually jot down on your calendar so you have an idea. Now, if you're premenopausal or menopausal, or maybe you're not premenopausal, usually you'll skip many periods. So even then, it's still good to be mindful and to jot it down in the calendar. But premenopausal can be tricky because you start to get the hot sweats and you start to have the hot flushes. So the reason why you get the sweating, the night sweats or the hot flushes is because your body is now trying to detox. So when we get our period, that's our body's detoxing, form of detoxing for females. So that's just how brilliant, how nature is and how God is and how he's created us. So women are then even more sensitive. We're more in tune to nature and what's going on and what's poison and whatnot, because we are vessels of creation. So as nature is also, she's a vessel of creation, so are we. So we're very in tune, intricately, with what's going on around us and the toxins and what we ingest. So the good thing for females, we get to detox a lot of that through our monthly cycle. And then when we go through premenopause and we're not having those monthly cycles, then, we through the night sweats, we start to detox. So what you can do is look at when we are detoxing, our body is also goes through like an inflammation process, so to get rid of those toxins. So the good thing is to have foods and smoothies and juices that can help your body to detox. Doing some form of exercise, a little bit more vigorous type of exercise, will also help, because if you have a good sweat, then it may help with the night sweats as well. So they're things to look into. And of course, our food is laced with a lot of poisons, a lot of herbicides, fungicides, pesticides, and all of these things, goes into the soil, into our waterway. That water goes back up to the sky, rains down on us because everything is filtered through and filtering through us. So unfortunately, even if we're eating organic and trying to be mindful of being organic and eating as natural as possible, there is still those hormone disruptors that are in those herbicides, fungicides, pesticides, and whatever chemtrails they may be releasing as well. So it's we've got to be mindful of those things too. So no matter how organic you are, those things are still getting sprayed. They're still flowing through. The farms are still sort of like near each other. If you grow stuff at home, great. But even then, we're doing the best we can in this crazy world where we have big industry that's A-OK with poisoning our food, air and water, and yet telling us right now we can't hang out with our family and friends. And they all have shares in those big companies anyway, those big petroleum companies. So we already have the non-toxic solutions for all industries. And I suppose one way we could really end this is turn off the television, smash it, break it, and even our smartphones. But a lot of people are not going to do that because we love our conveniences. But, if we did do that, if we all picked a day next week and did that, we will change this world and really take the power back into the people's hands. It's an interesting concept, isn't it? But back to hormones, and even these devices are not good for our hormones. The artificial lights and stuff that we use in the screen, is also not healthy for us as well. So trying to live as much as a healthy lifestyle as possible can be challenging, but there are supplements. There's different supplements that I take. And of course, this is not medical advice. Please see your health practitioners. But, Shatavari can be good for women for libido, hormone balance, and that's a great one. I think for women that are premenopausal, there's also ashwagandha, which is great for depressive type of states, and then you've got the B complex vitamins. Mac is great as well for can hear some noise. Maca is great as well for hormones as well as libido. So, and then there's turmeric as well. So turmeric is really good, and fresh turmeric even better if you can get your hands on it. You know, put it in smoothies, make your own turmeric lattes. Staying away from, say, I'd say dairy products, sugar, and a lot of animal fats is also really good. Having juices in the morning, your lemon lime water in the morning is really good too to help alkalize and detox the system. So, you know, everyone's different and unique. So you've got to try sort of different things. But we've got to be very mindful of what we're ingesting and putting in our bodies. And we are very sensitive, and even more so now. And especially if you're someone that's a little bit more empathetic and you have intuitive skills, then you're going to be even more sensitive to what's going on. On top of that, we've got so much fear mongering coming at us that's also not good for our systems as well. It's not good for our immune system. It's not good for our endocannabinoid system. It's not good for anything. So we have to be very mindful, and it can be very challenging right now. And I totally get it and understand it is very challenging. Even for myself, the last week, you know, I just was really felt very heavy and taken under. And, you know, and I just surrendered to it, try not to overthink it too much. And then I did bleed. And when I bled, I felt better, and a whole weight had been lifted. So we just have to be mindful of our cycles and the cycles of life, and, you know, what's happening for us, and where we're going with that, and be mindful of even the things we're reading, the things we're watching, the things we're seeing. At the same time, we need to be informed and we need to know what's going on. I'm someone, I want to know what's going on. I'm also someone that I can absorb a lot of information and transform that. Not everyone can, and that's okay. So have your time out when you need it. Don't feel bad to have time out when you need it. Put on some good music, have a bit of a dance, you know, go for a walk, you know, and see how that goes for you. You know, keeping a little journal will be really good as well, especially when it comes to our hormones, and where we're at with that. So if you do have more trouble with that and you want to learn more ways, feel free to message me or contact me. And we can even have a session. I am doing online sessions as well, because, you know, have to. So online sessions are available for people as well. And then we'll go deeper into that, because there'll be prolific insight as well that will come through. And doing the distant healing is really magnificent as well. I really love it. It's quite interesting how the distant healing seems to be quite even faster. You know, that so when I sit in that intention, it's, you know, speed of light. Like, it's, you know, we can be whatever space we want to be in. So that's been some really great experiences with that as well. If you're interested in the online distant healing, that can happen too. All right, I think that's it, because I might just keep bubbling on. Did I talk about soy? I think I did. But be aware of the soy lenching that's in everything. That is not good for us, not even the fermented soy. So stay away from that. And, you know, have a look what's the ingredients in the products that you're buying, so you can be a little bit more mindful of what's in there. Homegrown is always the best. So as much as possible, grow your own, and even, you know, make stuff from home, because it always tastes better. All right, guys, till next time, follow your bliss, be, enjoy, and lots of love, love, love. Bye.